I never thought a creature barely 7 pounds could teach me what no stage, tour, or record deal ever could. My name is Taylor, and this story has nothing to do with fame or music or the glare of the spotlight. It's about something that happened at 3 a.m. when no one was looking. With a cat, with my cat, and what happens when love mixes with guilt, exhaustion, and one last chance. It all started with a buzzing sound, a soft, almost imperceptible one, like a ghost walking through the folds of my comforter just before dawn. First, I thought it was a dream, but no, it was Benjamin. Benjamin Button. Yes, that's what I called him. A name that was too long for such a small animal. But from the moment I saw him in that shelter, in the middle of a tour, escaping my own mental noise, I knew there was something broken in him that I recognized in myself. He had a sad look, not from abandonment, but from someone who has already given up on being chosen. And that touched me, so I adopted him. Our connection was immediate. He followed me around the house like a shadow, and at night he slept on my chest. He purred as if his life depended on it, as if my heartbeat was the only rhythm he knew. And I loved him with a tenderness I didn't know I had. But then, the 3 a.m. thing started. It never failed. Every night, at the same time, Benjamin would jump into my bed and begin to meow. It wasn't a normal meow. It was more of a plea, an urgent call. He would gently touch me with his paw. If I didn't respond, he would meow louder. Sometimes he would gently bite my nose. Other times, he would lie down on my face. He would always wake me up. Always, always. First, I would laugh. "Oh, Benji, are you having your nighttime rituals again?" But after weeks of not sleeping, the laughter turned to irritation, and irritation to despair. I tried everything. Midnight food, lights off, pheromones, moving his litter box, taking him to the vet. Nothing worked, and the question started to gnaw at me. Why was he doing this? Was he sick? Was he suffering? Or was he just a crazy cat? One night, after a concert, I came home devastated. My soul ached. I'd gotten into a fight with my manager, received cruel comments on social media, and my anxiety was through the roof. I went to bed without even removing my makeup. Benjamin climbed into bed and began his 3 a.m. routine. I exploded. I pushed him away roughly. I yelled at him, "Enough, Benjamin. Let me sleep. I'm fed up." He stayed still, staring at me, his huge eyes filled with something I couldn't identify. He got out of bed and disappeared. The next morning, I couldn't find him anywhere. I searched every corner of the house. I checked closets, behind the refrigerator, under the couch. Nothing. I called my team. No one had seen him leave. It was as if the earth had swallowed him up. 2 days passed. I called vets, put up posters, set up alerts. And then, on the 3rd day, I heard him. Vamos. A soft meow. Faint. It came from the attic, a space I had sealed off years ago. I went up with flashlight after flashlight after flashlight until I saw him. Benjamin, huddled in a corner, trembling. He climbed up a beam and gotten stuck. I carefully brought him down, crying. He wasn't moving. He was weak, dehydrated, his eyes dull. I took him to the vet between sobs. "He has severe hypoglycemia," he told me, "and a fever. He's been too long without food or water." That night, I slept on the floor with him on my chest, just like in the beginning. He was purring again, but different, as if each vibration were a message. I'm here, still, despite everything. That's when an unbearable guilt washed over me. I, who had promised to love and protect him, pushed him away, literally and emotionally, all because he woke me up. But why did he always do it at 3? I searched, I read, I consulted experts on feline behavior, And then I found something that made my blood run cold. Some cats meow at specific times because they detect physical changes in their owners. Hormonal changes, health problems, or nighttime anxiety attacks. The human body releases cortisol and other substances in the early morning. And cats, being sensitive, sense it. I ran tests. I saw my therapist. And yes, I had a pattern of severe anxiety that would flare up right between 2:45 and 3:30 in the morning. While I was sleeping, my body would go into high alert. And Benjamin, he was just trying to help me, to wake me up, to take care of me. I broke down. That cat, that being I adopted to save him from being abandoned. He was the one who, every night, tried to save me. From then on, everything changed. We went back to our routines, but now, when I woke up at 3 a.m., instead of pushing him away, I hugged him. I breathed with him, and little by little, the anxiety episodes became less intense, more manageable, because I was no longer alone, because he was there. In a world that applauds success, covers, numbers, and awards, I learned the greatest lesson of my life in the darkness of a room, next to a cat that meowed as my soul silently screamed. Benjamin is still with me. He no longer wakes me up at 3 a.m. Or maybe he does. But I no longer see him as a nuisance. I see him as what he always was, my silent guardian. And if you've ever felt like your pet is your family, if you believe that animals feel more than we say and know more than we understand, then subscribe. Share your story. Because maybe, like me, you also have a Benjamin. And maybe it's time to listen.